hi, and welcome back to another episode of Sit and Spin with me, your host, Joe. And tonight on the show, something local. That's right. You know, it wasn't too long ago that my good friend and coworker, Andrew Doyle, said to me, hey man, when was the last time there was a local band that really blew you away? And I didn't really have an answer for him. I said, you know, it's been a while. But sure enough, not but a week after that, I was introduced to the debut album by the band Murcielago from right here in Portland, Maine. The band is comprised of vocalist bassist Neil Collins, Ian Ross on guitar, also guitarist Matthew Robbins, and Brian Chalot on drums, and hopefully I pronounced their last name right, Brian. They've actually been around since 2009, and if you are familiar with the local Portland rock scene at all, these are not names that are unfamiliar to you. They come from bands like Twisted Roots, Lincolnville, Eldemar Krim, King Memphis, Pig Boat, Roadsaw, just a lot of great local Portland rock bands that have been around. But Murcielago, probably the reason they slipped past my radar so long is because they didn't have a record out. And finally, now, their debut album is finally available. Their name is Spanish for the word bat. It was also the name of a famous bullfighting bull. It was very tough to beat, whether it was in Spain or Mexico, I don't know, but you know. And their sound is basically what we would consider stoner rock. Think early 70s hard rock and bands as the basis. For more modern bands, think bands like Caius, Fu Manchu, perhaps a little bit of Queens of the Stone Age, but really more based in bands like Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, maybe a little bit of Thin Lizzy or AC/DC, and more obscure bands like Dust and stuff like that. But you know, just heavy, thunderous vibe with sharp, biting guitars, great lead guitar work. And what's really cool about the way this record is mixed is all Ian Ross's lead guitars are in the right channel, while all Matthew Robbins' lead guitars are in the left channel. And that's really kind of sweet and cool when you listen to. The band just did a local release for this album, which came out on Black Friday Record Store Day. Unfortunately, I couldn't go to that show. I had to work. It was on a Saturday night. It's the holiday season, and I had a crazy schedule for that. But just great stuff and all. I wish I got a chance to see that show. Hopefully I'll get a chance to catch them soon. They were originally going to sign with indie label Small Stone Records, but due to problems with the label and the label's owner, it would have delayed the record coming out even further, and they didn't want to see that happen. They wanted to get it out. They've already waited long enough. So the band released it themselves, and it is available through bullmoose.com. Bullmoose is the local record store we have up here. And it's just chock-a-block full of great hard rock and stuff. As you can hear, this track right now is called Shiva Hawk. Other great tunes on the album like Bulldozers, Money, not the Pink Floyd song, but it has this vicious swing to it. Don't Do Nothing, which features a nice tip of the hat to the Guess Who's American Woman in the lead guitar, I should say. Fairlane Swain, which is just this epic, sludgy Sabbath-like riffing song where guitarist Matthew Robbins actually takes the lead vocals, and Matthew actually is also a really great photographer. He did the band's album cover right there too, and all the other albums, songs for the Outward photos. Getting ahead of myself here, but just great rock tunes like Zora has killer drums in it too, and this driving, rock and rolling stuff. And aside from all the heavy stuff too, there was also some cool surprises, some little musical interludes like Smoke Season, which features a very nice Led Zeppelin-like acoustic kind of pastoral guitar interlude between songs. Very pretty, very unexpected, very cool. Like Bricks, which is another little instrumental between tracks. That one's more almost Pink Floyd-y. Very clean guitars picked over, distortion in the background, which sounds like an Evo. And The Last Time, which is a bit more psychedelic and would fit nicely next to Robin Trower's Bridge of Sighs. But just great tunes on the album all in all. Probably my favorite track off the album is a song called Way Too Far. I didn't feature it in the background here because it's a little short. I wanted to be able to get most of the set while the chord played, but I'll put that up as a video after this is done. But all in all, great rock from Murcielago, great local rock. I want to thank Chris Brown from Bull Moose Music and Sean Jeffrey, the face melter over at Rock Rage Radio, for tipping me off to this album as being something I would be into, and thanks a lot, guys, because I really dig it. And if you want to get a copy of this record yourself, just head on over to bullmoose.com. I'll throw a link to that up in the link too, because you're thinking, hey, it sounds like something I'd like to get, but I don't live locally. Well, you can go to bullmoose.com and pick up this record for yourself. If you can't get it to one of their stores, they will ship it out to you wherever you are, all across the country. You can get it. And this is that track Smoke Season I was talking about. Sounds completely different, but it's still just as awesome. But regardless, Murcielago, great album. Definitely check it out and pick it up. It's worth having. Definitely going to be in my top 20 for this year. That is all I got for this week. Tune in next week where we're going to be continuing to get through the backlog of things that I had not been able to get to over the last couple of months. Because there's pretty much nothing new coming out right now. And eventually, within a couple episodes or so, I'm going to have a joint episode with my good friend Scott over at Righteous Vinyl, where we'll be talking about our top 5 vinyl releases of the past year. And I'll maybe do my own top 20 best list or so, maybe top 10. But in the meantime, go pick out Murcielago. Hopefully you'll be checking out Scott over at Righteous Vinyl, as well as the Riff of the Day guys. Check out Sean Jeffries over at Rock Rage Radio. He's got his own show that airs Saturday nights. And thanks for tuning in. We will catch you next time on Sit and Spin. See you then.